the little girl suddenly realized in fear. A strange-looking wild dog was continuously approaching her. Seeing the danger approaching, about to be powerless to resist, the little girl instinctively started to retreat.
Daddy! Daddy!
What?
Hearing the call, Jeff hurriedly looked outside. At this moment, his daughter had been pushed to the edge of a deep pit. He quickly gestured for her not to move. At the same time, he tried to attract the dog's attention, but the wild dog completely ignored Jeff's provocation and kept its gaze on the little girl. Watching his daughter about to fall from a high place, Jeff's heart twisted. He then grabbed a stone and threw it fiercely at the dog. Not sure how much time had passed, Jeff slowly regained consciousness from his faint, but when he turned, he saw his wife, screaming and crying uncontrollably. This scene left Jeff in a daze. Seeing that his husband hadn't moved for a long time, the woman rushed to him, hitting and kicking him in fury, while asking why their daughter was like this. However, Jeff pushed his wife aside, then turned around, and kept repeating in his mind that everything wasn't real. Maybe his prayers worked. Moments later, his daughter actually woke up. Seeing this, Jeff rushed over to check. Upon realizing that his daughter's injuries weren't severe, and didn't threaten her life, he smiled in relief. But in the next second, his daughter suddenly felt intense pain at the wound, and passed out from the pain. In a panic, Jeff quickly picked her up, and, together with his wife, rushed to the nearest hospital. In a state of extreme urgency, he almost floored the gas pedal, arriving at the hospital as fast as he could. But as soon as they arrived, Jeff noticed something was wrong, because there were so many patients in this place, far exceeding the hospital's capacity. He also noticed that the emergency vehicle stopped regularly at the hospital entrance. Whenever police escorted the injured into the hospital, an employee would come out to meet them. The way they acted gave off a sense of a transaction taking place. This made Jeff feel uneasy, but his daughter's safety was still more important. Not long after, the attending physician entered the room. After briefly examining the girl's injuries, he instructed an assistant to register her for a more thorough examination. However, during the wait, Jeff noticed something unusual. The doctor seemed overly interested in his daughter's eyes. Despite the injury to her body, he was more fascinated with her eyes, and even praised their quality.
There's no reason for alarm. It's just I'm not seeing the pupil dilation that I like. Since you're traveling, I'd like to do a CAT scan just to rule out anything internal.
Luckily, the doctor provided a reasonable explanation. After hearing this, Jeff no longer had any doubts, and cooperated with the doctor in the registration process. Once that was done, he sat back down to wait for the call. Suddenly, two assistants approached. One bent down gently to make his daughter laugh, while handing her a carefully prepared small gift.
And I'm gonna take you downstairs so we can take a little peek inside that little noggin of yours, okay?
Okay.
Okay. You know, you must have made quite an impression on Dr. Bertram. He does not crack a smile for just anybody.
Then the assistant took the girl downstairs, but before entering the elevator, he told Jeff and his wife that only one family member could stay with the patient during the